23-5 run. They scored the last 14 points. Randall spent much of that on the bench. So encouraging signs of your Chris Finch, Grant, with the way this game has started for Minnesota. This is Jackson playing with two personals, taking Randall to the cup, and he missed it. Won't get a better look than that.
And he likes that left hand. Just could not convert there, but everything going Minnesota's way thus far.
Randall off the feed from Dillingham, knifes in. Gobert, a little bit of a bobble. Alexander Walker with 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound, Gobert. This is Dillingham, terrific ball movement, but even better defensive rotations by the Grizzlies. This is Jay Huff in the open floor. Little Euro step, and they turn it over. Dillingham turns on the Jets, and he goes glass.
And the shot-making ability from Dillingham.
For a beautiful backdoor cut, and what a pull.
The Grizzlies keep coming.
So here's Dillingham, a rookie out of Kentucky.
So the bench is getting involved for both teams.
That was the other.
Mileage on his body, also so much wisdom, but inserting him throughout the season, just figuring things out with this team.
Last time these two teams met 8 days ago in Minnesota, game that the Grizzlies won. The offensive rebounding by the Grizzlies was really the difference in that game as Huff misses a 3. Minnesota has been much better so far in this matchup. Jackson on a 3, no, and Memphis just can't buy one from deep. They're now 3 of 15 from 3.
They're getting good looks, just not converting.
Dillingham faking the pass, and then he misfires. Jackson clears.
And this is where Jackson's been great, getting a rebound, spreading the floor, going one-on-one. Get comfortable doing that, and now he is a weapon with the
Timberwolves in Dallas, Golden State in SAC, and NBA.com, or visit the NBA app for the complete schedule. Spiro Beatus, Grant Hill, Stephanie Reddy, Gobert, a one-handed catch on the feed from Randall. Trying to do it all in one motion, misfired. Arabia out to Kennard. And both of these two teams have gone cold. We've just hopped on with us, Minnesota 22-20. A far cry from their pace at this point last season. We're trying to get one here against the number 3 team in the West in the Memphis Grizzlies. Huff turning Alexander Walker back. Here's Kennard, side steps, McDaniels got him. Kennard, masterful fake. Getting
in the defense, creating those three-point opportunities. The team is so dangerous.
Grant, every single night, he's already played 11 different players in this first half.
It's been impressive, their depth. I mean, you talked about it as Dillingham weaves his way in, somehow gets the offensive rebound.
Randall on a 3, and both teams can't shoot straight from deep. Jackson, some of that ball handling that we just alluded to, and this
does on the defensive end.
Let's get more on Jackson now with Stephanie.
Hey guys, I spoke with Tripp before the game about that very thing, being available and his shot blocking prowess. As Minnesota knocks down that wadding balls in terms of shot blocking, he's more interested in changing shots and yes, getting some
game changing. But he historically has been prone to fouling. Right now commits about 3.3 fouls a game. So if he continues to mature and be available, as Stephanie alluded to, definitely works out well for the Grizz.
Well, that will be a big factor for this team, hoping for as they begin play today.
They've had issues this year with injuries. I mean, it's still been a challenge. They've missed 205 games due to injury this season. As Conley can't knock down the open 3, but they're still playing good basketball in number 3 right now.
Spain, boy, they got a fingertip on it again with McDaniels. Here comes Randall back to the cup, puts it. Finally making his year 2 season debut. Had that offseason foot surgery to fix the broken 5th metatarsal in his foot. They signed him to the G League for a couple of games over the last week. And finally Jackson, Grant, who had a really impressive rookie year. Here he is, his first shot. A little bit short, but nice to see Jackson back in uniform.
Yeah, talented young player, oozing with talent.
McDaniels way too much on the weak side rebound by Kennard. So John Morant back in the fold here. Attacking Chisholm.
Smart.
We mentioned Morant missing their last Antonio game that they still won handily. A night that they scored 140 points. So that was actually the 18th game that Morant has missed this year due to a various number of ailments. As Randall, not that time. And that's been the other encouraging part of the Grizzlies. All the games that Ja has missed this year, Grant. You know, Desmond Bane, the facilitator, is that point guard. They haven't really skipped a beat.
Talk about Bane in that game against San Antonio. He was sensational. You know, right now he's 21 points a game on 61% field goal shooting in his last 5 games. And had 22 in San Antonio the other night.
Edwards.
For this season, had 3 games in the G League with the hustle to get his conditioning back. No minute restriction, you might be interested to know. This little nugget though, guys. This game is the first time that G.G. Jackson.
4-point game against Denver. Right towards the end of the regular season as we get an offensive foul here.
Coming out party, and actually was interviewed by the Inside the NBA guys after the game. And it was actually fun because he was in awe of Shaq. And Shaq, my father, was one of the honorees as well.
Yeah. It was awesome to see. And just for today, your votes count today. Just a couple of blocks away from the incredible.
This is the Grit or 28 points in their matchup with the Grizzlies. Efficient as he probably could be. Now 4 of 7, 3 of 4 from the three-point line, 16 points. So he is taking the challenge and just had a block there.
As we play here now inside of the 5-minute mark, Taylor Jenkins is barking towards the officials. He's got to be careful. Edwards looking for a seam. Morant ratchets up the defense. Hard pick from Gobert. Edwards to Conley into the corner. Reed. He'll fire, and he's
A few turnovers by the T-Wolves, but Reed knocks it down.
Naz Reid kind of struggled. Look at Edie, my goodness. Just defense. But Naz Reid struggles a little bit the first stretch of the season, part of the story for Minnesota, but this is the Naz Reid we watched last year. Gobert, pretty.
Right now, the big guys are getting involved.
Here comes Jackson. Speaking of bigs, boy, Euro's showing you some of what he's got in his toolbox. McDaniels, back door with the acceleration. So Minnesota now has its largest lead of the day. Morant, Jackson could. They get it to Wells. And McDaniels the loose change. With possession, an 11-point lead. Trying to get their season jump-started, Grant. Again, 22-20, number.
Understands the importance of this game here today.
For more details. It was fun to hear you talk about your experiences watching Anthony Edwards with the U.S. men's national team and LeBron James.
You know, I thought 2 years ago during the World Cup, he realized after that experience that he's a star. I thought last summer maybe he learned how to be a star. And it was like a sponge, just absorbing everything. And he might have been around Steph too much because he's shooting a lot of threes this year, but he's shooting them at a high clip. Unfortunately for him, as Edwards has received point shooting, not settling tonight, getting downhill, now has 20 points.
That was the one part of his game that's maybe taken a little bit of a hurting on certain nights with the higher volume.
Make or miss or a turnover. So it just slows the game of shooting your three-pointer, and he's doing a good job here tonight.
Just been amazing to see as his volume of three-point shooting has gone up. The attempts per game, to see him shoot it at this clip, just under 43% for the season, has been incredible to watch. Edwards finds his spot. He's got 22 and a half. Here comes Aldama out to Morant. That's the highlight heavyweight matchup, him and Edwards. Bane, splash.
Snaps in the defense, finding his buddy.
Well, when those two got it going, it is magical to watch. Morant and Bane. This is Reed, hard fake. Clark fighting. Morant clearing.
But knocks down that one.
So Morant at the line, misses on the front on FanDuel TV. Free on all. Not shooting it well at the stripe. Just 8 of 14 if you've just hopped on with us. One of the reasons why they're playing in this 13-point hole. Final 90 seconds of the half. Edwards trying to fend off Morant and Clark. 5 seconds to share. Tosses in. Grizzlies are out of fouls. Randall on a step back. Well played. Reed with the rip. Underneath, one beautiful dime. And then Randall blew the layup. But Reed is there. He misses it tight.
Just could not convert there. Multiple opportunities.
Again, the offensive rebounding, last time these two teams met in Minneapolis 8 days ago, was dominated by the Grizzlies. Minnesota now starting to hold their own on the glass. Aldama.
Second chance points, and tonight they only have 4 offensive rebounds, so the Timberwolves making the defensive adjustment, and it's paying off.
Randall swallowed up, a little bit of a late.
Dangerous and so dominant. They've averaged 100
this season, number 5 NBA team. But this Minnesota defense, boy, what a pass. So Brandon Clark. Reminder coming up, American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal standing by in our Atlanta studios. Into their first half thoughts. Here comes Reed. Timberwolves are out of fouls. We know how good this Minnesota team has been defensively and how good they were the last couple of years with Cat and Gobert. A little bit of a slow start with their defense with this team, but since December 1st, they've been as good as any defense in the NBA. More fouls to give. This will be a kick. Shifty. Look at Conley. Picks his pocket. Up the floor. Edwards going to fire. And that's going to get us.